So 2 months of programming for the Explore and Express group. For this group specifically, we recommend 3 times a week. When you take into consideration, most of these kids have sport practice outside of what they're doing with us for movement training. So taking all that into consideration, they really don't have any days of the week where they're not doing any sort of formal movement training or sport training. So 3 days a week is perfect for us. Now there's a few specific goals, overarching goals that we're trying to get from this programming in particular. And that starts with planes of movement and physical literacy. So we're allowing kids to interact with the environment that they're in. We're allowing them to move in multiple different planes, teaching them how to do things like kick, throw, twist, glide, slide, dance, rhythm, grapple. All of these things are uncommon to be found in any program really, but Brand X finds it imperative for development of children to include. So different planes of movement and physical literacy, you guys are going to notice a lot of that inside of the programming. Now moving beyond that, you're also going to notice that the large majority of our skill work inside of practice is going to be found through what we call movement skills. And movement skills are pieces and parts of movement that can't really be broken down any further than what they are. They're essential to building whole patterns later on. So things like the ability to brace, things like the ability to externally rotate our femurs. Now we have specific cues that we use to train these movement skills, which you guys will find inside of the programming. Things like strong tree, to explain to a child. You know, a strong tree looks like a vertically stacked tree versus one that's kind of bendy or weak, right? And that's just a really good way for us to cue them to stand straight up and down or get a neutral spine, strong tree. Or whole foot inside of the sand, make a footprint inside of the sand. That's a really good way for us to get even weight distribution inside of movement. Okay, so you're going to find nice and easy cues to utilize for these movement skills, but what we found is that if we perfect these movement skills, it makes it extremely easy to transfer over to and build upon when we start learning patterns. Now the third thing is movement patterns, whole movement, primal movement patterns. So the ability to push, to pull, to lunge, to squat, core patterns, all of these can be found inside of the programming as well. Those are the goals for Explore and Express Group.